Hi you guys, what is up? So today I am doing my May releases video and I am so excited about it. You guys have no idea how long it takes to research what books I want to put in because I literally go through almost every one before I decide which ones I actually want to tell you guys about. So it takes a very long time, but that is okay because books are very important. So today I have 20 books. I decided that I'm going to keep it at 20 because 32 is just too many. So 20 I decided is a good in-between. 20 new books. I will leave the Goodreads page that I found all these books down below. I typed in popular YA book releases May 2015. So if you just want to type that in, that comes up. And it's like the first one. It's Goodreads. Goodreads is the bomb. So I got 20 books to tell you guys about. So we're just going to jump right into it or else we're going to be here for a long time. Okay, so the first one that I have is P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. And it is the second book in the To All the Boys I've Loved Before duology. And I'm really excited for this to come out. So if you guys know what happens in this book, it was in my book recommendations video. So if you haven't seen that yet, I will have it linked below. But this book is about this girl who has only loved like 5 boys. And so she writes these love letters that like her final, like, I'm not really gonna love you anymore kind of love letters, and she puts them away in this box. And one day they get sent out and all these boys come showing up and it's crazy, and this is just the second one to that, and I'm really excited about it. So if you guys want to check that out, that'd be awesome. I'm really excited. It comes out on the 26th of May. Book number 2 is The Fill-In Boyfriend by Casey West, who wrote The Distance Between Us. So it's about this girl and they're on their way to prom, and literally like before they even walk into prom, her boyfriend breaks up with her, like in the prom parking lot. Like, who does that? So she sees this really cute guy coming to pick up her sister, and she's just like, hey, you are going to pretend to be my boyfriend for like 2 hours. You just have to pretend 2 hours and then we're done, right? You don't even have to remember my name. But after that 2 hours they spent together, she starts to wish that they really did have a relationship, and so it's a contemporary romance, and I'm really excited to read it. I don't know what's up with my hands up here like this, but whatever. And that book comes out on the 5th of May. Next is From a Distant Star by Karen McQuestion. That's an awesome last name. McQuestion. Like, that's awesome. So it's about this girl and her boyfriend is like on the brink of death. So I'm guessing he has like some sort of sickness or something. Then all of a sudden he gets better and everyone's just like freaked out by that. But like as the book progresses, she's starting to wonder if he's like still the same boy that she fell in love with because he acts like way different. So something happens and she has to save him, and sounds pretty good to me. And that book comes out on the 19th of May. Number 4 is The Summer After You and Me by Jennifer Salvado da Torreschi. Okay, I wrote that so sloppily. I'm so sorry. I don't even know if that's really your name. So it's about this girl. I'm guessing she lives on the East Coast because it's about the storm Sandy. I'm guessing that this is like kind of based off of a true story, but not really. And so when that comes in, it kind of just tears apart everything, and she has to kind of, I'm guessing that some family members die because she says she has to pick up the pieces of her heart. So I'm guessing that some people die that she really cares about. And her next door neighbor named Connor, she really wants to be in a relationship with him. And I think it's just kind of like getting over that tragic event and finding new love or whatever. So I'm kind of excited to read that one. And that book comes out on the 1st of May, so it's already out as of the day I put this video up, which will be today as I'm filming it. Number 5 is Seriously Wicked by Tina Connolly. So this is about witches, I'm pretty sure. Actually it is, okay? It's about witches. And so it's about this girl, and so her mom wants her daughter to grow up exactly like her, but her daughter doesn't want to because her mom's like really wicked. She's a wicked witch. So all of a sudden, someone in town, I don't know if it's her mom, it doesn't say who, obviously, summons a demon, and then everything just goes crazy, and I'm guessing that she's gonna have to turn a little bit dark because of this demon. But we will see. We will see. And that book comes out on the 5th of May. Number 6 is Hold Me Like a Breath by Tiffany Schmidt. Okay, so it's about this girl named Penelope, and she has grown up in like the black market, and her father is one of the 3 crime lords, and on this black market, like, you can sell anything, even your body parts, your organs, whatever. And so no one's really safe in these families because obviously bad people buy stuff off the black market, like criminals and mass murderers and stuff like that, okay? But all Penelope wants is to be free and have independence, and all of a sudden she gets caught up in this crossfire of rival families, and I'm pretty sure she falls in love with a boy, and she realizes that when you love someone, it's worth the sacrifice. So, sounds like a pretty good book to me. And that book comes out on the 19th. Next is Illusionarium by Heather Dixon, who wrote Entwined, if you know what I'm talking about. So it's about this kid named Jonathan, and he thinks he's perfectly ordinary, you know, how all good books start. And all of a sudden, the king comes to their town, and he enlists his help and his dad's help to find this cure to a deadly plague. So Jonathan realizes, I don't know how, but I'm guessing something happens where he realizes he's really good with working with chemicals, and specifically this one called Fantilium. And this chemical, like, creates shared hallucinations or, like, illusions. And then all of a sudden, like, he's knocked off this path that he's been going down, and sounds really good. We'll just have to read it to find out. And that book comes out on the 19th also. Now, the book I am most excited for, A Court of Thorn and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. You guys know I will read anything by her. I would even read, I don't know, her grocery list. I probably would. I probably wouldn't even care. I love her. And I'm so excited for this book to come out. It comes out on the 5th. And they're from a different world. It's magical. It kind of reminds me of Throne of Glass. Like, there's fairies and fae and all that stuff. And so everyone's been told about how bad the fae are and how mean and vicious and just brutal they are. So all of a sudden this girl meets this fae, and she is like taken somewhere, I don't know, but she falls in love with this fae, and I'm just so excited for it to come out. I could die. I'm so excited. It's gonna be awesome. And my next book I'm also really excited about, and let me guess if you guys can guess it. I'm pretty sure you can. It's pretty awesome. I'm so excited for The Heir by Kiera Cass to come out, and that one also comes out on the 5th. So the 5th is just gonna be a really good day. And that is about Maxon and America's daughter and her selection with 35 guys. Who doesn't want to read a story about 35 guys? Huh? And a cute princess if you're a boy. But seriously, girls, 35 hot boys. What more could you want? Like, seriously, we're going to be in reading heaven. So it's about their daughter, and she's actually going to be the next queen because they tore down, like, the inheritance laws, and she has a twin who's a boy, and I'm really excited about this. It's going to be awesome. Get excited, guys. Get excited. It's going to be great. Next is Crimson Bound by Rosamund Hodge, and that one also comes out on the 5th. So it's a story based off of Little Red Riding Hood. There's this forbidden forest. I kind of don't understand what I wrote, but I don't have time to look it up. So there's this forbidden forest that they're not supposed to go into, but she goes into it anyway to look for someone or save someone or protect someone, something. And she has to find this sword, but I don't know. We will find out as you read it. So that's exciting. Next is Saint Anything by Sarah Dessen, and that one also comes out on the 5th. And I know there's so much hype around this book because it's written by Sarah Dessen. Now, personally, I'm not really a contemporary girl, so I don't, like, love her. I've only read, like, one of her books. Don't shoot me. But I know a ton of people are excited for it, so I decided to put it in here. So it's about this girl and her older brother, and he's, like, the star of their family. Like, they just worship the ground he walks on, okay? He's just amazing. And all of a sudden, he starts to get really reckless, and he starts, like, drinking and doing drugs and driving. And one day, he gets in a car accident when he's drunk driving, and their family is just so worried about her brother, and, like, nothing's wrong with him, I don't think, but they're just so concerned about him. And this girl's just, like, really worried about the person that he hit. Like, what if they're hurt and they don't even care, you know? And so I think she meets him. I'm pretty sure it's a him. I don't really know, but she meets someone, and I'm guessing that someone is the guy that her brother crashed into. I would, like, bet you money, so I'm pretty sure that's it. Next is The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Ahmed. I don't know how to pronounce that. And that book comes out on the 12th. And this one sounds so good. I'm not even kidding. So it's about this guy. I'm pretty sure he's a prince. And every day he gets married to someone. But every night they get killed. Your mind is blown right now, isn't it? That is just genius. Okay, awesome, right? But, so like, no one really wants to marry him because they know they're gonna die, but I think he's a prince, so I think they're forced to, right? So, this girl signs up to marry the prince because she is not gonna die, okay? She refuses. She ain't gonna die. So, it is her plan to stay alive, and she is going to take revenge for all these girls who have been killed. And I don't think it's the prince's fault. I think he's innocent, but you never know. He could be the killer, but I don't know. Now that you think about it, you would think that the prince was guilty, but it kind of made him seem innocent, so now I'm just curious. Huh, we shall see, you guys. We shall see. Okay, that book sounds so good. I'm so excited. It's gonna be awesome. I cannot wait to buy it. My next book to tell you guys about is Kissing in America by Margot Rabb, which comes out on the 26th of May. What is my hand doing? I don't know. It's about this girl named Ava, and her dad suddenly dies. So it takes place like 2 years after her dad dies. She meets this guy named Will. And she's been obsessing over romance novels. And so they like fall in love, you know, her and Will. And then all of a sudden, Will moves to California and just leaves her. I don't know if it was like his decision or who the crap, whatever. But all of a sudden, Ava and her best friend decide Will isn't getting away that easily. And so they are going to pack up and drive to California. And I think they plan to live there. And, well, obviously that kind of would make sense. I'm pretty sure I'm right. They are not going to let this love story slip through their fingers. So, they are going to go there. They are determined. So, that's interesting. Next is Teeny Pretty Teeny. I'm pretty sure it's Tiny. I've always called it Teeny. Bear with me. I'm pretty sure it's Tiny. Tiny Pretty Things. That's kind of a weird name. By Sona Kari Portra. And that book comes out on the 26th. So it's about 3 students, okay? 3 girls. They all go to this exclusive ballet school in Manhattan. And it's like big. You gotta be rich and high up to get in there, I'm pretty sure. One of the girls loves to dance, but like her doctors keep telling her that if she keeps dancing, she's eventually gonna die. So I'm guessing that she either has like a sickness or like something bad, okay? But she just loves to dance so much that she just keeps doing it. One of the other girls is just really privileged, and all she wants to do is get out from her sister's dancing shadow, and she just wants to be her own person, which is understandable. And the last girl just has a controlling mom who wants her to be perfect. She's always manipulating her, and her mom might very well end her dance career, which would be very, very, very sad. So I'm really excited to read that book. I think it sounds awesome, and that book comes out on the 26th. Next is The Cost of All Things by Maggie Lehrman. I think that's how you pronounce it. And this book comes out on the 12th, and so it's about this girl named Ari, and her boyfriend dies all of a sudden, and so it's like too painful for her to like remember him, and so she gets this spell, so it's obviously like a magic world, to erase her memories of him because it's just too painful for her to remember. But everything comes with a cost, especially magic, as you guys probably know. I mean, magic always comes with a cost. And then like this chain of events leads to reveal like Ari and her friends and her boyfriend's connections, and it just gets dangerous, and she can't even remember her boyfriend, so crazy also. So this has been said to be a tragedy, and it's told from 4 point of views, which is pretty cool, and it's supposed to be like We Were Liars, which I've never read, but I've heard is really great. And number 16 is called Center Ice by Kate Cameron, and this book comes out on the 19th, and I'm really excited to read this because I have this new obsession with hockey. My whole family does, so we just love it. So it's about this girl named Karen, and her mom suddenly dies, and so she's forced to move from the city to this small town where her dad and his perfect family live. And all of a sudden she meets this guy, and he is the ultimate hockey star like of the town, and everyone just loves him. And he's got like, and his dad's always pressuring him about hockey and being the best and stuff, and he kind of just wants to get away. And so then they find each other, and you know, all cute and sweet after that. Okay, number 17 is Until the Beginning by Anne Plum, and this one comes out on the 5th, and it's the second book in the After the End series. So I know this book was really huge for a really long time, so I wanted to throw that in there for you guys. Number 18 is They Call Me Alexandra Gaston by T.A. McLagnan. And that book comes out on the 20th. And I'm so excited for this book. I think it sounds freaking awesome. So this girl, her life goal is just to graduate high school and qualify to be in the CIA. Okay? That's just her life goal. That's just what she wants. So I'm pretty sure like her grandpa is really high up in the CIA, and so she's always been learning these tricks, and now I'm burning hot again. She's always learning these awesome tricks about the CIA. Like she's been on standby for like 7 years, and she's supposed to be on standby for another 5 until like she's finished like college and high school and all that. But then all of a sudden they need her, and so she's trying to juggle like homeschool dances and history reports and her boyfriend that's getting really suspicious of her, and handle her mission that's really big. So she's just juggling all this random but very stressful stuff, and it sounds really great to me. I love stuff like that. I'm super excited to read that. Number 19 is The Tenderness of Thieves by Donna Freitas, and that comes out on the 26th. And so it's about this girl, obviously, and she's just, the universe owes her, okay? She's just had a crappy year, and she is just cashing in her dues, okay? So she is determined to have the best summer of her life because the universe owes her, so she's gonna have the best summer of her life. So she gets this bad boy boyfriend who's really attractive, and she thinks that that was her reward, right? Well, all bad boys have secrets. Her boyfriend's secrets might just tear her apart. So that was my 19th book, and I have one more. And it is called The Last Good Day of the Year by Jessica Warman, and it comes out on the 19th. And so it's talking about 10 years back, the neighbor called, and it says 7-year-old Samantha and her next door neighbor Remy watched as some man broke into Sam's house. So she watched this guy break into her house, and they took her sister Turtle, which is a really weird name, but whatever, from her sleeping bag. And so, but they were really just scared to intervene because they didn't know who it was or like what was going on. And then it turned out, like later they're investigating it, and they find out that it was Samantha's older sister Gretchen's boyfriend, Steven, and he was sent to prison for Turtle's murder, which is so sad. I can't even get over it. That's just so depressing. So Samantha's shattered family tries to return back to their childhood home, just trying to like fix up their family because so much of this tragedy has happened and they really just can't even function anymore. So all these long buried memories, things that she's just tried to forget, start coming back up to the surface. And she's wondering if that's what they actually saw or like what was going on at that time. And so just questions keep popping up, and it just goes crazy and sounds really awesome. I'm excited to read that one. So those are my 20 books to tell you guys about. I will link the webpage, Goodreads page, where I got all these below. Definitely go check them out. I'm so excited for all these books to come out. There's so many good books coming out this month. I love doing these kind of videos because it makes me more aware of what books are coming out, because I always used to wonder how people knew what books were coming out that month, and I was just like, I'm going to figure it out myself. So I wanted to share it with you guys because I know from personal experience that sometimes you just want books from random genres of what's coming out that month. So I hope you guys like it. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a comment below which one you're most excited to come out. I really want to know. I want to figure out like which genres you guys like. I try to pick some from every genre so that it's not like strictly contemporary or like strictly fantasy. But it is May, so a lot of like contemporaries are coming out because it's getting to be summertime. So hope you guys like this video. Go follow me on Instagram or Twitter at ever_afterbooks, and give this video a big thumbs up for me, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks so much. Bye!